I don't actually remember the guidance, but anyway, it clearly worked. I guess whatever he said disappeared from my mind and took my problems along with it. Oh, so rude. Your counseling session will change your mind. In more ways than one.
We're only being cautious. What's wrong with that? You said it yourselves. The whole reason everyone's coming to this guy is because they're worried about getting scammed out of their Mora.
That's a fair point. You just need some reassurance, right? In that case, I can let you in on a little secret.
Go on.
Well, someone in my family actually knew Imura Ichigensai before he made a name for himself. Apparently, he had a terrible temper. Pretty much everyone in the neighborhood had issues with him. But he must have had some sort of epiphany, because he did a complete 180. Went from having the most rotten temper you can imagine to one of the most cheerful people around. Even more amazingly, all the people who used to despise him ended up becoming his best friends. So you can rest assured that whatever...
Huh?
Doubt it all you want.
What should we do now? We may have burned our bridges with these two. Yeah, there's still a lot of people ahead of us, though.
Go of your pain. Let go of your pain. Who are you? It burns! Leave this place now!
Traveler, it's almost time! That was a long wait. Paimon's gonna need a nap after this, too. Alright, now time for us to go meet Mr. Amura Ichigensai. Oh, hello! We're number 97. It should be our turn now, right?
Yeah, sorry, the clinic's closed for the day.
What? Why?
Because Emura Ichigensai doesn't have limitless energy, that's why. He's gone home to rest. You'll have to try again tomorrow.
We've been waiting so long!
Not as long as some people. Try getting here earlier next time. Save your...
Drat! We should have barged it. Yeah, nothing.
So he gives spiritual...
Yep, at least.
How is that possible? Not even Mizuki could do that, and she's an incredible psychologist.
Is that right? Paimon was gonna say, it all sounds too good to be true.
It certainly is. Humans are, how to put this, they're a moody race. Always upset about something. Show me a human without a care in the world, and I'll show you what messed up really looks like.
You think? Because honestly, this sounded pretty convincing. And they said they only left the Isa bathhouse because they found it didn't deal with the root cause of their issues.
But the idea he is spreading is categorically wrong.
That settles it then. Imura Ichigensai is a quack, making false claims to steal all our customers.
Is that why he's doing this? To steal our customers? Or is there more to it? It's unfortunate that you didn't get to meet him in person. I need some idea of the kind of person he is. Otherwise, I have no hope of figuring out his motivations and goals.
Yeah, it's too bad. Although, if it's any help, we did hear a bit about his backstory from someone else. Apparently, he used to have a really rotten temper, but then one day he suddenly reached enlightenment and became a spiritual master or something.
Imura Ichigensai. Rotten temper. Now wait just a minute. Filing patient records is normally the most tedious job in the world. But once in a while, something mildly amusing grabs my attention. Take a look at this.
Amora Chuya?
It's him. I remember him.
Wait, that guy? Oh no!
What is it? What about him?
Where to start? Imagine a big ball of negative emotion took on human form and started walking around. That's pretty much Imura Chuya. His patient record mentions that he loved nothing more than a heated argument. No matter how trivial it was, he could never agree to disagree. He always had to be right. The happiest part of his day would be winning an argument and proving the other person wrong. If he lost, he'd sulk, and if anyone called him out, he'd throw a huge tantrum. Before long, he'd turned everyone against him.
Sounds like he had issues.
Oh yeah, serious issues. Anyway, since no one would talk to him in real life anymore, he turned to the reader's letters column of a magazine by the Yae Publishing House, where he would attack writers and trade insults with other contributors. Naturally, this ruined the column for everyone, and the editors soon started rejecting his letters. Next thing you know, he's written a complaint letter to the Tenryo Commission, demanding that Inazuma pass a law to make it illegal for the Yae Publishing House to reject letters from readers.
Gee whiz! Where would you even start with a client like that?
In my case, by giving them a wide berth. Mizuki dealt with this guy. I'm pretty sure he only came here to try and start something. But Mizuki managed to get him into a session, and after some treatment, his mood improved by a lot.
Murasaki makes him sound like a rabid animal. He wasn't that out of control. Once I understood his situation, I was able to diagnose you have very high expectations for yourself. But you've faced a lot of rejection and you've never had any real close friends. So you don't know what healthy connections with other people look like. This puts you and your ego in the center of your world. In short, you long to feel a sense of accomplishment and to receive attention from other people. But both of these are lacking in your life. You have no idea how to...
You promised the world, you...
In the magazine column you wrote to, your strongly worded letter appeared alongside dozens of others which praised the writer for their work. You can't talk about what their readers have to say without including them, too.
No one with half a brain would praise a festering pile of garbage like that. Those are not opinions worth listening to.
So when I touched on the idea of you having an egocentric worldview, this is the kind of thing I was talking about.
You...
Wow. How the heck did you get him to stay for treatment after dropping all of that on him?
Simple. He lost the ability to communicate like a normal human being. So I kept him here by using his preferred mode of interaction: argumentation. The Tenryo Commission had ignored his complaint letter, so he had no outlets left for his emotional outbursts. Eventually, with the help of some incendiary words, I got him to agree to try some basic therapy. Finally, I was able to tweak his mood and stabilize his condition. It's a shame, really. If I'd only been able to see him a few more times, I know I could have helped him work through his personality issues. But unfortunately...
It was all my fault.
For the last time, it was his fault for being a nutjob.
What? What happened?
Well, one day, he comes in as usual for therapy, but Mizuki isn't here, so Shion sees him instead. I don't know what obviously she didn't manage it, and then he pulled out a complaint letter to try and intimidate her. That was the last straw. He hasn't shown his face here since.
Whoa.
Anyway, now everyone's had a look at his record. Do we think there's any chance that this guy and Imura Ichigensai are the same person? Because it sounds to me like after he didn't get what he wanted, he decided to have his revenge by lying to our customers and getting them to leave.
Bad dreams are.
There's no point.
Is anyone there?
We'd like to book a therapy.
Hello? Please come with me. I'll get
Wait.
Oh, really? Well, that proves it, doesn't it? So chin up, Mizuki. I bet you.
Yeah, you Yume Kuiba.
Interesting. Well, good. Murasaki, go help Shion, please.
Should have kept my mouth shut.
Now we just need to report this guy as a fraud to the Tenryu Commission. Like Murasaki suggested. Problem solved. It looks like the Isa bathhouse will be back in business in no time. No idea if our investigation actually helped, though.
Of course it did. You were a huge help, and I owe you big time for it. Now then, you only got partway through the VIP experience last time, didn't you? You still have to try the hot springs and snacks. Both are top tier.
Oh, true! How could Paimon forget about that? Especially the snacks. Wow, Paimon feels incredible now. Nothing beats the complete service package. Agreed! Although Paimon didn't notice her inside just now. What could she be doing out at this hour? Let's ask around. Hey there, Mr. Aikawa. Do you have any idea where Mizuki went?
Oh, you're looking for Mizuki? She actually tends to disappear for a while around this time every evening. It's the one part of the day where she gets to relax herself. As for where she goes and what she does during that time, I'm afraid I have no idea.
She takes the evenings to relax, huh? She probably tells people she's relaxing, but actually she's digesting the bad dreams, right? Hope she's not having any digestive trouble. Oh, remember the place from last time? Let's head there and check on her. This should be the place. What? Why is Mizuki crying? Unless... Well?
Oh, I see. I was planning on making it back before you finished in the hot springs, but I ended up spending longer here than I intended. Don't worry, this isn't a dream. I was just feeling a little sad.
Oh, what's up? Indigestion getting you down again?
No, my digestion was fine this time. What you saw just now was the aftermath of the digestion process. Like I said, bad dreams are basically bundles of all kinds of negative emotions. When I digest them, I feel them all for myself. So when I'm processing these emotions, I tend to get quite, well, emotional.
Does that happen to all Yumikui Baku?
Oh, don't worry about the others. To feel these emotions, you first have to understand them. Most Baku have I'm the odd one out in that sense. When I was studying abroad, I made a serious effort to learn as much about human psychology as possible. Now I understand human emotions much better. I can empathize with them, and I can now discern many complex emotions when I turn my attention to digesting bad dreams. But still, that's no reason for you to be concerned about me. I wouldn't be much of a psychologist if I didn't have the mental fortitude to handle this stuff. Letting your emotions out is one of the most effective ways to process them. Now that I've done that, my mental state is back to normal.
Paimon thought maybe seeing those customers had upset you somehow. It even makes Paimon mad. You work so hard for them and then they turn around and accuse the bathhouse of being a money-making scam? Yes, they were led astray by some swindler, but it's not like they took much persuading.
I can't blame them. The idea that you can forget all of your troubles and never have a bad dream again is a very alluring one. Who wouldn't want to believe that? Traveler, if I really could make you forget all of your troubles for good, would you want me to try? You really are different from other people. Discovering what troubles people is easy for me, even in your case. But although I can see your troubles clearly, I still don't completely understand you. Thanks for checking in on me. As a psychologist, I know how to take care of myself, but you showing that you care is still appreciated. Anyway, it's much too late to book another appointment now. You should head home, get some sleep, have a wonderful dream, and come see me again tomorrow.
All right, good night.
Bye for now. If you still want to book another appointment tomorrow, make sure to come see me early.
Mizuki! We're here to book our next therapy. Oh no, what's wrong with them?
They've been like this ever since they woke up.
Ooh, it's an extreme case of...
Huh? How come?
I doubt it. We only had 4
Paimon blames the other 2.
You're right. Something's definitely wrong with point being. Oh, this situation is dire.
What can we do?
We need to find those 2 traveler, Paim.
Let's see.
Lead the way.
Time to go. Time to go. Follow the wind.
You know, I went out.
Yeah, I missed.
Hey, you 2! Murasaki!
Whoa.
I know, right?
What's wrong?
They're acting so weird. Paimon was...
Allow me.
I don't think.
Huh.
No, why would I?
What is going on? Although...
No.
Whoa!
Entered their subcon...
No.
The sea.
Huh?
As you can... Susukida seems to have... As for Umihiko, they're negative but those suppressed emotions will... If it's Emira, did you notice an...
Not really. You sure kept that one quiet.
Oh, no. Look,
Mizuki?
something inhuman... If we don't find it...
Yikes!
What's with the urgent?
Yeah, Hilter.
Oh, this isn't...
You do remember what happened, only you don't want to talk about it. Because just thinking about it brings up an overwhelming...
Please, stop.
Emira Ichigensai, at least...
All right.
Yeah,
Is he trying to...
They really don't know anything?
I don't suppose you know where he lives, do you?
No.
In that case... Yes, I suppose. Honestly...
Don't forget, so we're not gonna quit until all this is resolved, and the bathhouse is back to business as usual.
Looks like... Still. The last thing I...
Don't worry.
Paimon.
Alright, sure.
Very good.
Pretty bold claim saying you'll track this guy down, 'cause in case you hadn't noticed... Wait, there's no time to... She's usually somewhere around here.
Here for a fortune slip, little ones? Or visiting a friend?
Whoa! Where did you come from?
That was a little lukewarm. You're starting to sound a lot like her. But pleasantries, you may remember I dropped a not so...
Aha!
Let's not lose focus here. You're here to ask for my help.
Yeah, fair enough. Next thing we heard was he's not seeing patients there anymore.
Oh, and
Don't know if this helps, but
wait, what?
you know him?
I once asked the Are you telling me that Emera the Hellraiser and Emera the All right, well, in that case...
Really? Who chooses to live in a place like that?
This was the delivery address he gave to the publishing house once, when he placed an order for several dozen books in one go. The warehouse took, of course, with the benefit...
You've got a point.
I'm just glad
You mean, music?
I can tell that she's
Really?
I assume she has always believed that the last thing she'd want is for me, of all people, to swoop in and save the day the moment the going gets tough. I'll take that as a compliment. Mizuki's always so considerate towards Well done, you took the hint. Now...
Oh, right. Come on, let's send him...
Time to go. Into the wind.
This should be...
Traveler, Paimon.
Mizuki!
Oh, thank... So,
Sure hope so, 'cause...
then that confirms... So from here on out, stay...
We'll be fine. You just focus on what you need to do.
All right.
Whoa. This is... What is it, Mizuki? Figured some...
Nothing new. Turn that frown upside down. Sweet dreams. Seems like we're not welcome here. Turn that frown upside down.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves, adorn my night, one with nature.
Order guide you. Stabilize.
Transfixed. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Miss Yume Mizuki, you found me at last.
Mizuki was.
Please, do not call me by that name anymore.
You have to listen to me. There is no way to...
Your perspective is
What's so funny?
harming people.
What?
As you can see, Miss Yume Mizuki, all my psychological problems have been... I must thank you for your attempts to diagnose my condition. All my misery was merely a consequence of human... I lived in fear and anger. Fear that I was not worthy of other people's attention. I became a slave to my emotions. They turned me into a wretched and loathsome creature, hostile to everyone. But things are different now. No longer will I be afraid. Never again will I be stirred to anger. No, I am filled now with only one emotion.
What I'm hearing is that you've developed your own unique understanding.
I would be delighted.
The first is a soldier with poor control of his temper. He flies.
He simply needs to let go of his anger. Then he...
The second is a fisherman who's developed...
Oh, of course. He must cast his feet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh?
The soldier's anger is rooted in his strongly held principles. Losing his anger made the fisherman's fear made him one of the most reliable sailors. But after forgetting his fear, fascinating, isn't it? Anger gives people the courage to stand. Emotions are integral. Negative emotion. Not only that. So do you have any idea what you've done to those poor men?
What an amusing theory. In fact, I do remember. How can you believe that negative emotions are required for a healthy psyche? It's a laughable theory. Don't you remember how I was when we first met?
Acknowledging that negative emotions exist doesn't mean but if that balance the person you were... You were dominated. You've simply gone from one extreme to another. You say you've reached perfection, but you're just as dysfunctional now as where...
You... How entertaining. Still, there's no need for me to argue back. You have failed to provoke me. I will forgive. You once told me that clearly. That proves that all of my negative emotions have been definitively eradicated.
I'm afraid not.
What?
No wonder! Paimon knew something was up the moment we...
The enemies that we encountered were manifestations of his negative emotions.
No, that can't be.
That entity claimed it could remove your negative emotions. But all it did was separate them, and your situation is far worse than that of the other victims. It has deceived you at a much deeper level. You can't even perceive that at this very moment, you're in the middle of a nightmare.
How laughable. Fear? No. There is no fear left in me. This is all just a terrible joke. This is no dream. No.
Something's appeared behind him.
So, my arch-nemesis has seen through my trickery. Clearly, you came prepared. The emotional cocoon I'd wrapped him in was all but impenetrable. Yet still, you managed to tear it down.
So it is you.
What is that?
A nightmare monster. A fearsome yokai. We Yumekui Baku eat the nightmares of humans, while they called those nightmares their home. So we were natural enemies. When I heard the Traveler recount that, but it's still a shock.
Then allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kurayume.
Kurayume.
Likewise, Yume Mizuki is a name that takes me back to a different age. Although I must say, ultimately, but now, I have...
Oh no! We've got to catch up to him! Sweet dreams!
What's happening? Hyman's feeling dizzy all of a sudden.
That's the feeling of rejection. It's so strong. Quick! After him!
There he is! Right there! Whoa! What happened to all the paths?
He's repressing his emotions even harder. Time to relax.
There! He's got nowhere left to run! Whoa! What's happening to the ground?
Watch out! I used my powers to cushion our
Don't worry.
We've been Remember the fragrance he's turned emerald?
Eat this.
Not only is it...
Oh, Paimon, no.
This monster has harmed too many people. We have to stop it. It's okay. I knew what I was getting. We may not have caught him, but our chase wasn't in vain. He led us deep inside his dream. We should now be at the subconscious layer that makes up its core.
It's so dark.
That's what happens if you leave your negative emotions to fester. There must be a lot of emotional fragments in this place. We need to follow them one by one until we reach our destination.
Wait, but what is our destination?
Where the light is. That dream last night tasted wonderful. Thank you for sharing it with me. If you ever feel down, just drop everything and go out for some fresh air. Oh, still need to go through last quarter's financial report. What a headache. That dream last night tasted wonderful. Thank you for sharing it with me. Oh, still need to go through last quarter's financial report. What a headache. That dream last night tasted wonderful. Thank you for sharing it with me.
Sweet dreams!
If I say it, sure, you shouldn't go running.
Ugh.
Be careful.
Cast your worries to the wind!
You, a writer? Didn't they reject you already? Get rid of this.
We shouldn't stay.
Time to relax.
Ha ha! That guy? Let's keep playing.
Wow.
Nope.
Look! What is this?
It's his sorrow. Human emotions exist in a delicate. By isolating these if we want to
Oh, so that's what you mean when you talk.
Well done, Paimon.
Aw. Alright.
I need to find a way to. Sorrow might just do the job. As long as it's kept.
Let it out, Shui.
This process will untangle his unbridled fear and anger, his unresolved resentment, and his unshakable despair. These excess emotions will be separated out from the rest. They are the source of this nightmare. It's all right. It's an unpleasant flavor, but I've tasted it thousands of. A good cry can work wonders.
Are you ready to come out? I'll be waiting for you.
All right. There.
Amazing! Suddenly, Paimon feels so relaxed and maybe even.
I thought I had found the perfect host, but you found the one weakness in his emotional armor.
Ah! He's back!
Freeing a.
What is this place? Borderland?
To put it simply, this must be how the. He's trying to turn this place is connected. If he succeeds,
Then we know what we need.
maybe. Dealing with this many and
Sweet dream?
lost minds. There should be some around here, and some of them will have come from Sweet Dreams originally. Careful. We've got to move quietly. The Nightmare Monster has usurped control here. We need to stay out of his sight.
The wind knows her. Clouds high. The birds come into the wind.
Gather! This is order!
I'm going in! Sweet dreams! Yachan, Tachan, let's go!
Overruled. One with nature. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Chasing Tano. Thank you for.
Turn that frown upside down.
Watching fireworks fly up into the. Thank you for sharing your. All right, we've gathered enough power to proceed. Time to face him head on. The core should be just up.
Why? Are these sweet?
I just wish we could have gathered some more, which means we're.
No problem.
Sweet dreams! Time to relax. Turn that frown upside down.
The alacrity with which you walk into my trap surprises me. Do you not realize why I lured you here? Because this is my domain. Where are you?
Not yet it isn't. Now, use the power of the good dreams.
I think you will find it to be quite ineffective against the power of my nightmares.
Wind strike.
Because the happiness you provide is a lie. All you do, all the while, your kind has always thrived by magnifying.
When a human, but this is.
You do realize.
Oh, but I'm now here. Do you see now? I won this battle long before you ever set foot inside this tree.
What's going on?
He's growing stronger. Even if we could find more sweet dreams now, it still wouldn't be enough.
If you accept that negative emotions are an immutable presence in the human mind, without the Yumeki Baku there to hold their head, no, they would sooner run.
But the whole reason I want. Traveler. These feelings. Despair, regret. And after all these long before you ever met me, the power The whole reason I wanted to become a psychologist was to try and help people become someone like you.
Following.
Your dream is so powerful!
Traveler, give him all you've got!
Thunderclap! Take this! Following thunder! Lightning flash!
Once the false dream he created has been, I don't think I ever would have been able to do this.
Don't mention it. What? He's still not dead?
Maybe he made his host.
So you mean we're in danger in the
We've got to wake.
But how? Like, hit?
This should be high enough.
Huh?
If you're afraid, then just take my hand and close your eyes. Yes. Hold on tight. The Yomeku Ibaku are getting to work. It's finally. Traveler, could I pick your brain? Most people struggle as a result. Humans have. Heck, there are even. Which is all to say that. Even though I call. Still, after learning the principles of psychology, I came up with a new way to look at all of this. If we can use psychotherapy that way, more and more people can free up their minds for truly happy dreams until there'll be enough to share around. A naive one, more like. Even though I've run this business for quite a long time now, it's still... So I must thank you, and knowing that is all the treatment I need against the dark thoughts I sometimes have.
There you are! Paimon's been looking everywhere for you, too! Paimon was just watching the Oh, and speaking of...
It's a little late for that.
Oh...
Still, the night is...
Huh?
Excuse me! Hello! Please.
What's going on? Why?
Oh, it looks like...
Morning, you two.
Yes, please! Foot!
Then I better get you another...
Oh my. Imagine if you'd taken my advice and...
Why would I be upset? It's not...
Oh, I've missed that way with...
Would it kill you to not...
Morning, little ones. Did you enjoy the scenery last night?
Hard? Is there a reason you're here?
Mostly the gentleman who...
It could have been worse. Come on, Miko. You've always... I admit that I feel my sense of inferior...
Oh, you could have told me sooner. The poor traveler here has been doing all my running around for...
True. Emira Ichigensai, an angry mob of...
While that's all true, my main I always...
Here's your new VIP pass.
Could I... Please, don't... Charity work? Oh, please don't joke. Of course. I'm Club. You... very well.
Rise!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night, one with nature.
Everybody stand back!
Solidify!
nature. Fallen leaves, adorn my night into the wind.
I will have order. Solidify.
Everybody stand back!
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call.